The city's main square pulsed with excitement, camera flashes lighting up the dusk as vehicles lined the street. A convoy was parked out front, humming quietly. In the center of everything, the billionaire strode forward, shaking hands and waving at the crowd. Suddenly, police sirens wailed across the square and tires screeched on concrete. His bodyguards tensed, forming a close circle. A small figure darted across the crowd. The little girl looked frantic, her hands trembling as she squeezed through arms and legs, eyes locked on the billionaire. He was just steps away from his armored car, an imposing black sedan with tinted windows that glinted menacingly. "Sir, you have to stop," she shouted desperately, her voice nearly swallowed by the cheers and sirens. The security team snapped toward her, faces carved with suspicion. "Who are you, child?" Their leader's tone was icy, muscles taut beneath his suit. The billionaire paused, one foot inside the car. "Sir, I heard them." The girl's eyes darted to the security guards, panic in her voice. "They want to hurt you." They spoke in Chinese. I understood. "Please don't get in." If you're watching at this moment, share, like, subscribe, and drop your thoughts in the comments. What would you have done if a stranger tried to warn you in public? The billionaire hesitated, his gaze scanning the crowd and the girl's pleading face. "Is this true?" he asked his lead bodyguard, searching his eyes for reassurance. "Just a child with stories," the guard replied, giving her a tight smile. "Let's get you home, sir." But the girl insisted, her words tumbling over each other. "No, you must believe me. I'll explain." They said, "The package will be delivered when he's inside." And something about a border. "I know what I heard." The guards exchanged glances, irritation and concern flickering in their eyes. One moved to grab the girl's arm, but she fought, voice rising, "You can't go. They'll hurt you." The billionaire frowned, the girl's sincerity gnawing at his instincts. "Let her speak," he said, waving the guard off. With trembling hands, the girl recited the words she'd overheard, fluently mimicking the Chinese accents. One guard's face paled slightly. The billionaire's gaze snapped to him, suspicion building. "Do you understand Chinese?" the billionaire asked her. "Yes, my father was a linguist," she replied, voice cracking. "He taught me. He worked for your company before he died." His breath caught. "What did you hear?" She described the conversation in detail. "They said there's a trap, a device, something in the car. They don't expect you to survive past the next checkpoint. Please check. Not for me, for yourself." The crowd's murmurs shifted to confusion. The billionaire looked at his guards, then at her. "We're inspecting the vehicle," he announced firmly. The suspicious guard protested, but the billionaire's tone brooked no argument. An inspection team surrounded the car. The little girl clutched her hands, tears slipping down her cheeks. The billionaire's heart pounded. He took a shaky breath and knelt beside her. "Thank you. If you're right, you saved my life. If you're wrong, no harm will come to you." Within minutes, the team shouted, "Device found." The announcement sent chills through the guests. One guard, the one who'd flinched at her Chinese, bolted, pushing past the team. Chaos erupted as guests screamed and reporters jostled for shots. The billionaire stared at the girl in disbelief, emotions warring on his face. Fear, awe, relief. The car, now surrounded by police, revealed its secret. Beneath the floor mat lay a sleek device with foreign wiring and blinking lights. "You did this?" the billionaire asked, voice cracking. The girl nodded through silent tears, wiping her face with her sleeve. "Why did you help me?" he whispered. "I know what it's like to lose someone," she replied, sobs trembling in her voice. "My father was loyal to you. I couldn't let something horrible happen if I could stop it." The billionaire pulled her into a quick, fierce hug. Reporters swarmed them, calling out questions. The security chief, face drained of color, finally admitted, "We've tracked a traitor in our ranks." "She's right. We were compromised." The girl shrank back as flashes filled her vision, uncertain and afraid. The billionaire knelt, placing his hands on her shoulders. "You're a hero," he told her, voice shaking. "Someday the world will know your story." If you want to see what happens next, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share the video. How would you have reacted? Have you ever been in a situation where you had to believe someone on instinct? Tell us your story below. Police sirens screamed as the crowd split like an ocean. The traitorous guard crashed into metal barricades and leapt over, wild-eyed and desperate. The lead security officer shouted into his radio and joined the chase, sweat streaking his forehead. Onlookers gasped and pointed, cell phone cameras tracking every second. In the chaos, the billionaire clutched the girl's small hand, struggling to steady both their nerves. "You're safe with me, I promise," he reassured her, his voice soft but trembling. Her eyes fixed on his, searching for honesty. Down the block, the runaway guard was tackled by police. Cuffs snapped around his wrists with a cruel finality. The crowd's tension broke like a dam. Cheers, sobs, reporters calling out questions in a dozen languages. The billionaire pulled the girl closer, his voice cracking. "I never thought I'd find something so pure in a moment so dark. What's your name?" Her answer was barely a whisper. "Lena. Lena, I owe you my life. Anything you want, you have only to ask." She shook her head, blinking away tears. "I only wanted to help. I miss my dad. I wish he could see this." He squeezed her hand, struggling to hide his own tears. He would be proud, more than you know. Firefighters secured the sabotage car, pulling out a second device hidden in the trunk. The billionaire stepped forward with Lena, voice ringing above the crowd. "Everyone listen, this brave girl saved all of us tonight. Honor her. Remember her." TV crews swarmed, but the billionaire shielded Lena from the lights. "You're safe. From now on, you will never be alone." Lena's stomach clenched with relief, yet anxiety danced just under her skin. "Will they come for me now?" she whispered. "They won't. You're under my protection," the billionaire said firmly, his jaw set with resolve. He turned to his security chief. "I want a thorough investigation. No one leaves until we're sure everyone here is safe." The security chief nodded, rallying the team. The billionaire lowered himself to Lena's level, brushing a tear from her cheek. "Tell me about your father. Did he really work for my company?" She sniffled, voice growing steadier. "He was a translator. He loved words, languages. He always said words could change the world. After he died, I tried to remember everything he ever taught me." Warmth softened the billionaire's eyes. "Your father's wisdom saved lives tonight. This company, my life, owes everything to you." Suddenly, Lena's stomach grumbled. He laughed, breaking the tension. "You must be hungry. After all that, you deserve the world's best dinner. Come on, what do you want?" She managed a shy smile. "Pizza. Is that okay?" He grinned. "Pizza, it is. The best in the city, just for you." As the city lights flickered on, the billionaire's staff whisked Lena away to safety. The crowd began to disperse, the evening's terror turning into awe. On social media, videos exploded with praise. The girl who saved a billionaire. News headlines everywhere captured her bravery. Later, at a quiet restaurant under heavy security, the billionaire asked, "Lena, do you ever wish for something special? Something just for you?" She bit her lip, thoughtful. "Maybe a scholarship for other kids like me? My dad always said everyone should have a chance." Emotion tightened his throat. "Done. 1,000 scholarships in your father's name. And you'll lead the way, right?" She laughed then, the first true laugh since her father had passed. "I'll try my best." The billionaire placed a gentle hand on her shoulder. "Promise me you'll always tell the truth, even when it's hard." She nodded, a light growing in her eyes. "I promise." Days later, Lena's story traveled the world. The billionaire and the girl appeared on television, standing as examples of courage, hope, and new beginnings. They grew close, mentor and student, kindred spirits, never forgetting the night truth and bravery changed everything. If you found this story gripping, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Would you believe a stranger if they warned you of danger? How far would you go to protect someone new in your life? Share your answers below, and let's continue the conversation together.